Hello and welcome to the positive side of the bad stuff. I'm Leslie Pogue, your host, and today's influential and significant moment is about St. Patrick's Day. This week we are celebrating St. Patrick's Day, actually tomorrow. And I wanted to talk about that because it's about finding your own luck. One of my favorite quotes is, "Luck is when preparation meets opportunity." So hopefully you'll be going out and looking for all your luck through all your opportunities this week. But I wanted to give you a couple of little facts about St. Patrick's Day. As you all know, I'm a little inquisitive, so I always like to know what the history is behind some of these observances that we have. St. Patrick wasn't named Patrick. His birth name was Maen Succat, but Ireland's patron saint changed his name to Patricius after becoming a priest. So once he became a priest, he changed it to Patricius. And that's Patrick to us, I suppose. St. Patrick wasn't Irish. He was actually born in Britain. Yes, imagine that. St. Patrick was a slave. Yes. At age 16, St. Patrick was kidnapped and sold into slavery in Ireland. I love when our history shares that there were so many other types of traumas and tragedies and slavery and enslavement throughout history. It wasn't just one group of people. There were so many different races of people that were enslaved throughout history. And it's not that that makes me happy. I do want to clarify that. That does not bring me joy. But it's good to know that you're not alone, like anything else, like any other emotion, anything else that we do in life. It's good to know that other people can relate and have a similar history, because that is what gives you camaraderie. Something that I found interesting was that St. Patrick's Day was traditionally a dry holiday. It is arguably one of the most drunkard type holidays that we celebrate now, but between 1903 and 1970, it was a religious observance. So all the pubs and bars were closed, so you couldn't drink on St. Patrick's Day. March 17th is actually the day that St. Patrick died. Yay? Question mark? But hey, you know what? We find a reason to celebrate just about anything. And the shamrock was a symbol of the Holy Trinity. You had the three leaves, and they represented the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. According to Scientific American, good luck finding a four-leaf clover, because it's 1 in 10,000 chance of doing that. So there are just a few facts for you about St. Patrick's Day. I hope you go into this week looking for your special kind of luck, and really, luck is where you find it, and also where you make it. So make some great luck this week, and we'll be right back.
28 Days to Happy is a daily guide to walk you through acknowledging and accepting the truth about what's really going on in your world, to forgive yourself and others for the wrongs you feel have been done to you, and ultimately to identify and celebrate the happiness that is always there, no matter what comes your way. The positive side of the bad stuff is a handy companion when you need a pick-me-up. It's a collection of blogs that speak primarily to personal soft skills that we all manage every day, from joy to grief, from who cares to self-care. It will give you a guide to make sense of the things in your life and find your positive side of the bad stuff. Both books are available now at Amazon.com and my website at www.softskillsdirect.com.
Welcome back. Well, today is the beginning of the last 5 episodes of this season. And so what I wanted to do is wrap up by talking about and sharing with you how to stop shoulding. I have that on my website a lot, and I talk about that, and that's also the name of the next book that's coming out. So I wanted to give you a glimpse of what that is all about. Today is really going to be a summary about what you can expect over the next 4 weeks. But for the next 4 weeks, I want to talk to you about different ways of approaching how to stop shoulding on yourself. That's right, I said should. S-H-O-U-L-D. Shoulding. We should when we're unsure, when we are feeling a little less self-confident, when we feel guilty. We should when things don't usually go our way. And you shouldn't do that because things happen. You want to look at how you are and where you are right in that moment. Which brings me to the first point, and I'm going to go into a lot more detail about this point next week. And that is to identify your truth in all 4 pillars of your life: personal, professional, financial, and spiritual. You want to make sure that you are looking at every aspect of your life, because it's just like a table or a chair. If one leg is off, then the whole thing is wobbly. Now, if you notice, sitting at a table or a chair, even if it's a little wobbly, it'll still support you. It'll still hold you up. But it's unbalanced. And that's not what you want. But the only way to get there is through understanding your truth. Now, the truth, some of the truth is wonderful and beautiful and all rainbows and sunshine. But most of us, when we start digging into our truth, it's usually a little mucky. It hurts a little bit. It's a little painful. And we don't say it out loud, mainly because it stings a little. Well, we're going to talk about that in detail next week on next week's show, where we talk about identifying your truth in the 4 pillars of your life. After that, we're going to talk about identifying your top 3 motivators and your top 3 obstacles. Now, I'm going to just give you a hint right now, and hopefully this will help you throughout this week as well, as far as obstacles go. Your obstacles, we look at obstacles as blockages, as things that keep us from the next thing. And that is actually all they are. They're just things that keep us from the next thing. But we tend to use them as a way to not move forward at all. An obstacle, you can go over it, around it. Sometimes you can go through it. Some obstacles are too tough to go through. You can go under. But if we just stop thinking about obstacles as a blockage altogether, then that might help us. So here's something I want you to ponder. Today is Monday, right? Okay. Now, in order to get to Tuesday, you have to go through Monday. Is that fair to say? You can't skip it. You can't go over it or around it or under it. Monday is factual. It happens. It's 24 hours prior to the Tuesday 24 hours, right? So with that logic, isn't it fair to say that Monday is an obstacle to Tuesday? That's all it is. And we don't think of Monday as bad, although some of us do. Monday's not a bad in and of itself. So why not think of our obstacles in that way? It's just something we have to get through to get to the next thing. That's it. Obstacles aren't bad or good. They're just something we got to get through to get to the next thing. So think about it that way this week. And then in 2 weeks, well, rather next week, we will talk about that in more detail. After that, we'll be talking about building your bench. I'm not a sports person, but if you notice that any strong sports team, any strong organization has a strong bench. They build their key players, there's a draft, they take the time to find that talent that's going to get them to be the best of the best. That's what you want. You want to build a strong bench because you cannot do it alone. You have to find that support that's going to get you to be the best of the best. And yes, of course, you're awesome and amazing all by yourself. Absolutely. But even a miracle needs a hand, right? So help it out by building a strong bench. And we'll be talking about that in a few weeks. And then our last show, we'll be talking about utilizing your resources. Utilizing your resources is really just looking for those mentors, reading more, finding out more about your chosen career, your hobby, whatever it is you want to move forward in, getting to be the subject matter expert in it. And it's understood that if you read 3 books on a subject, then technically you are considered an expert in it. Now the reason that is because Americans read so rarely. So by reading just 3 books on a topic makes you an expert. That is the rumor on the street. But understand what it is that you want to embark upon, be it raising children, be it starting a business, be it cooking, golf, whatever it is that brings you joy, both professionally and in your personal life as far as your hobbies. Find out the details about the thing that makes you happy and be able to share that knowledge with other people. Become the subject matter expert. Also look for those people that are doing what you want to do. I took golf lessons and the instructor told me to look at someone's golf swing and emulate it. The reason why is because you want to look at someone that's successful at something you are attempting and practice doing it the right way. And not only the right way, but the right way the first time. You want to have someone you can call. You want to have resources that you can lean on and ask questions and get more information that you might not be able to find out about doing it yourself. They can give you insight because they've already been down that road. So those are the 4 areas that we're going to talk about in the coming weeks. I truly hope you tune in and look forward to learning all about how to stop shoulding. That is actually our show for today. I'm not going to break off and come back and sum it up. That's pretty much it. I hope you enjoy the week. Please look for your luck anywhere you find it. Be sure to tweet me and follow me on Facebook. Check out the website. There's always something new coming up. I'm going to be traveling over the next couple weeks, so the next couple shows will be with a different background, so that should be interesting and fun for you guys that tune in on a regular basis. But always follow me. I look forward to talking to you, and please send me your questions and comments. I look forward to sharing with you and talking to you and getting you to stop shooting on yourself. So as always, have a phenomenal week and go be do.